Okay, we're back again with another video. South Yardley test route. I don't even know what number we're on right now, but here we go. I think in the last video I did the same beginning to this route. But yeah, this is another route, so bear with me on my dead jokes, on my Brummie accent. Well, I don't have much of a Brummie accent, to be honest with you. It's a bit of a mix. So, okay, so I can see a sign here. It says Shot Bend. There's a car coming. Okay, it's gone. And look, make sure you're safe. Going around and back onto my own side again. Simple stuff, really. I mean, if you're getting confused with the simple stuff like overtaking a parked car or sort of priorities, if you're getting, confused with those sort of things, then you're probably not at the stage where you need to be taking or looking at test routes, because you're not really ready for a test, if that makes sense. But yeah, just focus on those things. So at the end of the road, we're going to be turning left. We're going to go up until the Swan Island. We're going to go right on Swan Island, and we're going to go down towards Yardley. This is just one of those routes that takes you around towards Crouch Green side and then brings you back in towards Coventry Road and back up this way again. So it's a bit of a longer route, I'll be honest with you. It's a bit of a long route. It normally takes about, this is probably the one that takes, 40-45 minutes. Some people come back to the test centre and it's like half an hour, 35 minutes maybe, and then you get some that come back and it's like, well, after 45, almost touching 50 minutes, they're coming back. So it is a bit of a long one, but anyhow. So I can see there's cars opposite. There's some cars trying to do a U-turn, and there's only one lane on my left up here. Okay, there's only the one lane, so we're gonna have to basically decide who's gonna get there when we get there. So I'm guessing he's closer, so he'll probably go first. Then I think behind him, the three cars behind him are in the left lane. They're gonna be going left, not left but straight. There you go. Yep, I was right. So in that scenario there, you've got to really sort of judge who's driving, where they're positioned, and do they look like they want to rush. Like this guy, I think he just looked like he wanted to rush. I think he's doing deliveries, some food deliveries. He just turned into McDonald's with that signal. So people who sort of turn that signals and drive dodgily, they've probably been driving for like a long time, or a long duration of the day they've been driving, so they're like sort of missing out on signals and stuff. Just like taxi drivers, he turned left up here. Well, to be honest, he didn't need a signal because he was a left turn only. But yeah, so you've got to sort of be a good judge of, of drivers. Just have a look at them and sort of think, okay, well, what are they doing? Or what are they looking to do, rather? Okay, the lights are just turning green. We're going to move off. Just second gear. Now I'm going to give a left signal here, just because we are going to be going left off the main sort of highway stretch. And we're going left, and I'm going to turn my signal off. I know I'm going right on the roundabout, so there's two lanes, there's two options. I'm keeping it to the right hand side. Okay? No need for a signal because it was one lane that splits up into two. So I've kept it to the right. This is Swan Island now. So check my mirrors, give a right signal. I'm going to go right, so as I'm getting closer, I'm trying to look out for my exit. So I know there's an exit on my left, there's an exit directly ahead of me, and there's an exit to my right. That's the exit I'm going to. So now I've got a rough idea as to where I'm going. Well, when I say rough, I mean I know where I'm going to be going, but it's in my head. So I know what direction I'm going to be travelling in. I'm into the right lane. Now there seems to be two lanes going around the roundabout, so I'm going to keep it in the right lane as I joined into the right lane. Now I'm coming up to the second or the penultimate exit, so I'm checking my mirrors as I'm coming up towards it. As I've gone past the entry point, giving a left signal, keep checking my mirrors and bring it all the way over to the left. as I'm exiting. Keep the signal on up until the point where I've exited, and I'll turn my signal off. 30 miles an hour is the speed limit on the road, and away we go. Back into 4th gear again. Now, really simple that one, okay? It wasn't too busy, but it's common sense, right? And it's not like normal common sense, it's driver's common sense, so it's something that builds up over time. Next roundabout, we're going first exit left. Now, the interesting thing about this roundabout is that this left lane is actually been separated from the rest of the roundabout. So I don't have to worry too much about cars coming into this lane. However, once the two lanes come together, I can see there's parked cars, check my mirrors, give it a signal, and I moved it over to the right lane. Simple as that. Now, if it was busy, I might have had to stop there before moving over to the right lane. Now, we are going to be going right on this next roundabout, 3rd exit. So, I can see where the roundabout is. I'm just trying to figure out where my exit is now. I know there's an exit right there to my left, just past this Karen's Cafe. They've got a Karen's Cafe. I don't know if it's the actual one, or it's just they're quite famous, aren't they, Karen's Cafes now? Or Karen's Diner, that one. Okay, so that's my first exit. There's my second exit straight up ahead of me, where the red light is, and we're going to be going right. So right signal into the roundabout. 1, 2. Okay, check my mirrors, and I'll signal left now. But there is a keep clear sign, so I'm going to stop right here. There is enough space for me to go further forward, but then I'll just be blocking him off, and he'll probably take it as I'm driving aggressively or something. But yeah, all done. Now these guys are turning right, so I'm going to keep it on the left hand side so I can just go around them, because the road's obviously wide enough, the lane's wide enough. They're crossing, they've crossed, nobody else looks to be crossing. Get my speed back up again. Big up Starbucks Pizza. Starbucks Pizza. In Yardley. Okay, so further up, we're going to be turning right. My lips are very dry today, man. It's Ramadan, so I'm fasting. Okay, so check my mirrors, give that right signal into 1st gear, because there's another person coming from that side. I reckon there's going to be a gap after the black car. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to go, and away we go. Bend, yeah, it seems very, very safe. Nobody coming. And these along here is like a perfect place for them to stop you and move you off. To do the right, to maneuver the right hand side of the road. Right, they can pull you up on the right, ask you to reverse back 2 car lengths. This road is like perfect for that. Yeah. So just keep an eye out. Dual carriageway, see parked cars on the left hand side. Although the markings here are not especially made in, right, and it's not really like a long dual carriageway, so just keep it on the right side and that side. Okay, there is police coming up from behind me, so I'll put a left signal on, bring it over to the left, and I'll park up just here. I can carry on going, right signal back on again, blind spot check done, put it back over. Simple as that. You don't really need to worry. You've got to use your ears, you've got to use your eyes, yeah? So I I heard them first, to be honest with you, around the bend. And then I looked up in my rear view mirror and I seen them. And all you got to do, got a nice big gap up ahead of us, check my mirrors, signal, bring it over, allow them to pass. Once they've passed, check your mirror, check your line spot, make sure it's safe, give a signal if you need to, and that's it. Go back and carry on doing what you would have been. It's not very difficult, but a lot of people do tend to get a bit nervous and stuff when it comes to emergency vehicles with blue lights and whatnot. But nothing to worry about. So long as you've had a good instructor that have told you exactly what to do, when to do it. So we're going to turn left further up on Sunnymead Road. That's right by Coventry Road, that is. The car sort of, it's not picking up a lot of speed. I don't need it to pick up a lot of speed. I need 29 miles an hour. It's a 30-mile-an-hour road. But if you feel like you're on 24, 23 and it feels a bit sluggish, pop it down again, because over here you're going uphill, aren't you? Yeah, the last thing you want is trouble going uphill. Okay, so we're turning left just up here now. And where's the left turning? I can see Coventry Road, but I'm turning left before Coventry Road. There you go, I've identified the road, given the signal, clutch in a second. Nice and slowly turning and looking. It's quite narrow up here, nobody seems to be coming. So I'll take up position in the middle of the road. Now at this point here, no matter what happens, I'm not stopping here, because there's no space for me to give way to somebody else. Turning right up here now, mirror signal done, nobody's coming. Roads like this here, you don't want to be turning from the right hand side. You want to follow the bend across, and then that ensures you get a good view from what's coming up from the other side of the bend. A lot of people that sort of tend to go like sort of before having a good enough view, they've gone and taken that right turn. That's a straight fail, because you've gone and you've taken a right turn and you've not even looked if it's safe or not. Yeah. So like I was saying back there, there's no place for you to stop. Okay, here she's not really looking at me, but I'll carry on going now because she stopped just seeing me. Yeah, so there's no place for you to sort of give way to anyone. Do you understand? So as you can see, they literally brought you around a loop. Why? Because they're trying to see if you can navigate that sort of turning well enough or not. Because a lot of people, like I said, they won't wait until they've got a good enough view. They'll just go. Yeah. Our lane's safe and empty. To the end. Into first gear. There you go. And the lights have just turned green. We can continue bringing our speed up. 40-mile-an-hour road. Obviously, if you've been practicing around Coventry Road, you should know Coventry Road is a 40-mile-an-hour road, yeah. Although, whenever you do join on, you know, you'll see it. You'll see the signs, you know, it's 40 miles an hour and whatnot. Bit of traffic, I'm using my brake. Not using the clutch at all, just the brake, just the brake, just the brake, clutch down now. Carry using the brake in the first gear, and there we go. They're moving up, and we're also going to follow them and move off. Lights have just turned again, so I'm going to put my clutch down. I'm going to stop here. Probably get this slurred away actually. Not going to wave them across, but the gap that we're leaving them should give them that sort of idea that we are going to be giving them way. So I mean, although if you did block it, it wouldn't really make much of a difference because you're not blocking anybody going into the road. So I'm going to overtake this, well, which is not really much of a need currently, because, well done mate, they've picked in the speed up, they're up to 37 miles an hour. But I am anyway, so they must be 37. But we're going to be sitting right up ahead anyway, okay? So, and so are they. But rather than get stuck in the first lane, right, there's a big gap behind me, so I'm going to check my mirrors, signal, move it over nice and early, so I'm not getting stuck anywhere. Yeah, I'm going to slow it down. Car's beeping. There you go. So yeah, because I know I'm turning right up ahead, I don't want to delay the lane switch, because there may be as there is behind me now quite a bit of traffic. I don't want that traffic to be on my right hand side as I'm trying to switch over lanes. once you're in this lane, you don't really need a signal anymore. So if the tick tock does sort of annoy you, just turn it off, because you're in a lane that only turns right. And what do we always say? When you've only got one option, you don't need a signal. Yeah? Because only an idiot would think that you're going left or straight in a right only lane. I think the fast's getting to me now. My mouth's getting really, really dry. I think the most difficult thing about fasting is just the water aspect of it, and not having chewing gum in your mouth. Especially doing the job that I'm doing here, it's difficult. It's really difficult, you know. You've got to talk, and then you get some learners that just don't shut up. I guess they're better than the ones that you've got to make conversations with. So it is what it is. Okay, lights are just turned green. Now these lights are notorious, okay, because they do tend to change red quite quick. There you go, but we're quite close. We've actually almost gone, well, we went past the white line before they turned amber. But you can just see there how quickly they turn amber. So you got to be, you know, you got to be cautious about that. Yeah. Okay, second gear should be good here. And now we're into Solihull. A lot of people surprised. Why does the test go all the Solihull? It's not like crazy Solihull. It's like it's closer to you know, South Yardley than you expect. You know what I mean? It's not like proper Solihull. Although there are one or two routes that sort of go up towards the hospital. So we go first exit left here. Now it's a one lane roundabout, so you don't have to keep it alongside the left here. You can just carry on going as you were. Signal turned off, turn it back on again. In at the next roundabout, we're going to be going right. This is a really nice part of the test route because it's really, really quiet up here now after the right turn at the next roundabout. Slow down a little bit because they were crossing. So we're going to pop it down to third gear and build our speed back up and back into fourth again. Okay, so right now I can see the signs. I can see the roundabout sign. It's got 3 exits, excluding my own. Then just past that I can see the sign for lanes. I'm turning right, so this is 2 lanes. So I'm going to keep it in the right hand lane. Put a right signal on quite early, just to let them know that I am going to be pushing over to the right hand side. In second gear, I'm still rolling. Yeah, safe to go. And I'm coming up to the penultimate exit. Check my mirrors, and now I'll put a signal on because I've just gone past the entry point. So when you've gone past the entry point, you can put on that left signal, even though you're not gone past the entire exit. If that makes sense, yeah. Just so that you're past the part where you enter in from, so nobody gets confused. No one's gonna get confused into thinking that you're gonna be going left into an exit. You know what I mean? So you'll be okay with that one. So there's quite a few cars coming up. Okay, we should be going now. Very good. He's not a bad driver, the guy ahead of me. They're not bad. So well done, Mr. L Class. You're doing a good job with the instructing. Although he did sort of sneak through there. Nope. I thought you'd leave me away there, the BMW driver. Okay, the next roundabout, we're going to be going third exit right. So, I'll check my mirrors, give myself a signal, or give everyone else a signal, rather. Clutch in, use the brake, in a second gear, ease off the clutch. Keep it on the right hand side. It is a one lane roundabout again, although it's quite wide. So some people do treat it like it's 2 lane. But all the exits have got just the 1 lane coming in. So it doesn't really make sense to treat it as 2 lanes, or for it to be 2 lanes. But because it's so wide, you can treat it like 2 lanes. Just make sure you're not causing a risk or confusing anybody else. Yeah? Okay, so he's already committed, so I'm just going to keep it nice and slow, keep a clutch in the second gear. I'll look how to roll, just because he's already committed there, so there's no point in me trying to rush in as well at the same time, do you know what I mean? Okay, so is he already committed? But I feel like he's going to be giving me away. Or she's going to be giving me away. Thank you very much, ma'am. I like your sunglasses. She went back at me though, which is always a bit annoying. It pays to be kind, you know? But you don't have to pay to be kind. So when somebody waves at you, wave back. Wave back, damn it! I just realised how bad boy that quote was. It pays to be kind, but what was it? It pays to be kind, but you don't gotta pay to be kind. Yeah, that's bad. Not the new Shakespeare, mate. Modern day Shakespeare. Okay, we're getting a bit too close to the kind, and although we're both going quite slow now. Just because I feel like he might have stopped there for some reason. And they probably wouldn't have needed to. Okay, end of the road, we're going to be turning right at the mini roundabout. So I'll put my signal on here. The first gear, because he's going quite slow. Seems fairly safe. Yep, not worried about my left. Give a quick glance to my left though. Second. Some kids on the footpath, I don't know what they were doing there. Okay, they're walking with their mother. At least I think she's their mother. Well, all I saw was the kids. So straight away, my mind's on like red alert, and I'm thinking, okay, well, are they going to cross? Are they not going to cross? What are they going to do? So I'm keeping my speed slower than I normally would, right? And I'm just leaning over slightly just to make sure that when I do get to that point, they're not actually trying to cross over, which could be dangerous. Now with speed humps, one of the annoying things is when somebody's driving in like 3rd or 4th gear, and they just keep it in 3rd and 4th gear, and they just carry on going. Slow it down, you know, react to the speed hump. Like for example, there it is, use the brake a little, clutch in, 2nd gear, let the car roll off the brake, and then just find the white and let the car go again. Simple as. It's a bit more comfortable, it's a bit more active as well, and it shows that you're an active driver. So, you know what I mean? Examiners like to see things like that. You want to impress your examiner? Then do as I say. Do as I tell you. Trust me. Okay, so he's gone because it seems safe, and either he's safe, or taking me. There we go. Speed up, coming up. We're in 2nd gear, so I don't need to change down a gear, but I'll use my brake. I'm ready with my clutch. My foot is actually resting on the clutch just in case the guy ahead of me stops. Because obviously, keep it in mind, bearing in mind that he's a learner, right? And also, it's he's driving quite slow, so I'm just expecting him to almost stop. Okay, so here we'll put clutch down into 2nd. Actually, I wasn't in 2nd, wasn't I? I was in 3rd for a second, that's why I put my clutch down. But all I had to do there was come off the gas. bit just to keep myself at 30 miles an hour because it is a downhill. There you go. And we're going to go around there and then back up again, but I mean that's a bit of a long one, so we're going to see where left. Basically, this is the end of the test pretty much. We're just going to be heading back now. But they'll take you around here left and right, just to sort of, if they've got to do like a manoeuvre, they'll take you down there. If not, we'll just bring you up left up here. The main purpose of driving around here is just to focus on your left and right turns, just to see whether you're doing them safely or not. Because you've got a lot of park car like this, I mean, you turn right into an oncoming lane here. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of this road, it's a very difficult right turn at this giveaway because you've got the old cars that are normally parked up here on the right hand side, so it does get a bit tricky. There's no cars parked here today, but left hand side of the camera, so you watch it, there you go, safe. Now here we go again. Sometimes they take you down left, then right, and then right again, and then all the way down the main clear lane, down towards the centre. But it all just depends, you know, on the time, traffic, that sort of thing. So routes can change, you know. All it takes is for you to go the wrong way and the routes change. So routes do change. But anyway, this is clear lane. There's a test centre up here up on the left. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you wanna learn with me, let me know. Drop me a message on drop us a message on Instagram or even on a comment down below somewhere. And yeah, I'll get back to you. If you want to do a mock test, I'm here also. No problem whatsoever. Whatever you guys need, let me know. Whatever you want to see, let me know. Yeah? Alright then, take care of yourselves and